let me show you how to make this amazing sauce. It turned out to taste like creamy sauce like ALLA vodka, minus the vodka. So first we need to have our cashews soaked. I just quickly cover them with hot water and let them stand for a few minutes. So I'm making a double the recipe for this sauce because I want to take some to my friends tomorrow. 6 Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts are a really good source of selenium, and usually 1 nut is more than enough per day. They have plenty of selenium in there. Don't eat too many of them because too many is not that good for you, but 1 is good enough. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cover it with hot water, and we're gonna let this guy sit and soak and soften up a little bit. Okay, so I covered it with hot water. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set it aside, and we're gonna prepare the rest of the ingredients. Okay, we need 1 medium onion. I'm just gonna chop it roughly like this. I'm not gonna chop it too much because we're still gonna blend the sauce at the end, but I do want them into smaller pieces because I'm gonna go ahead and kind of stir fry them a little bit before we put them in the blender. Now let me take this onion out of here, put it on the side, and prepare the rest of the ingredients. Now what I need 8 garlic cloves. Like I said, that's gonna be a big recipe. It's gonna be double the recipe, so that's why it's so much. So 4, and this is about 4 because this one is so huge. Okay, that should be enough garlic. Kind of break it into this one and press this garlic. Go ahead and get all this garlic on a plate. Now in the meantime, I already pre-boiled this water for our penne pasta, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use this pasta here. Whoa! And we're gonna cook it al dente. Now I'm gonna go ahead and bring it to a boil, and after that I'm gonna set the timer for 5 minutes. That's all we need to cook it for it to be al dente. While we wait for pasta, we're gonna continue with our sauce. So I'm just gonna go ahead and preheat this frying pan, and I'm gonna go ahead and add a very tiny drop of oil, and we're gonna go ahead and cook our onions. Let them cook a little bit here. Gonna go ahead and just give it a little salt, this way they can sweat more. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and prepare the rest of the ingredients. So I have these tiny tomatoes here. Somebody ate half of these tomatoes. It would be nice to have a little more, but that's okay because I'm gonna use tomato sauce as well. Okay, so all I need to do, I'm just gonna roughly chop them like this. Like I said, they don't have to be very small because everything is gonna be blended. Just want to measure to make sure we get like a cup of the tomatoes, and the other cup I'm gonna use the sauce. Yes, so we have a cup of these guys. I also have these bell peppers that I already pre-chopped when I did my meal prep. Now all I need to do is just chop it just a little bit more because some of the pieces are too large. Okay, I think that should be good enough. We're gonna add everything to the frying pan right now. As you can see, our onions are browning a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit of that cooking water here, and I'm gonna add the rest of the ingredients, which is our garlic and tomatoes, bell pepper. Now I'm gonna go ahead and stir this together and let it cook just for a few minutes. Probably about 5 minutes, that should be good enough. Meantime, looks like our pasta is ready. I'm gonna go drain it, and I'm gonna save some of this water. Now I'm gonna go ahead and drain this water from our cashews and Brazil nuts. Okay, into the blender it goes. Our nuts, half a cup, not half a cup, 1 cup of tomato sauce. Like I said, I prefer to use fresh tomatoes, but I ran out, so I'm gonna replace it with tomato sauce. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and add our sauteed veggies. Next, we need 1 teaspoon oregano, but I'm gonna double it because I'm using a bigger batch today. 2 teaspoons of salt, half a teaspoon of lemon juice. Next, to make it a cheesy flavor, we're gonna add some nutritional yeast. I'm gonna use about half a cup. We're also gonna add this miso paste. It's gonna give this umami flavor. So I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons. Okay, now so all that's left to do is we're gonna add this water from pasta. About 2 cups. I'm gonna go ahead and blend and see how thick or how runny it is. So let's do that. Let's take a look. See, this is the consistency. Consistency looks good. Now let me give it a quick taste test to see if it's enough salt or if it's enough cheesiness. It tastes good, but it's a little bit too sour. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of coconut sugar, and we're gonna give it another blend. And this should balance all the flavors together. Let me go ahead and give it another taste test. I think it tastes much better now. Now all we have to do is mix together. I'm gonna add this sauce into our pasta. And we're gonna mix it all together. I like to use this pasta for this recipe because the sauce gets into all these holes and it just tastes so good like that. Now it's ready to serve. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit of chopped scallions here. And it's ready. Now let's give it a taste test. It's so creamy and so delicious. All these flavors mixed together give such a nice yummy taste. So good. I hope you guys gonna try this sauce. It's delicious. You can put it on any kind of pasta, really, whatever you like. I prefer this. I think it's called penne. I just like to use this for this type of recipe. I love this sauce. I hope you guys gonna try it.